All right. So let's take a look here. All right. So what I see so far for you guys here, your present energy, just to show you your cards here, you have the Lovers in reverse. You have this Three of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put these back in reverse. All right. So typically when you see the Lovers card, this speaks about, a love decision. Okay. This could be a love decision. This also talks about twin flame energy sometimes. So let's just take a look here and see how this all fits together for you guys. And like I said, I feel like this is a love reading. Okay. So when we're looking at the Lovers at this point in time in reverse, okay, we're looking at a situation again that involves a particular person that you're dealing with at this point in time, or this could be someone that you did have a relationship with, or was trying to establish a relationship with. Okay. And what I'm seeing with that being said, I feel like this might have been someone that you felt was a possible soulmate or a twin flame. But with it being in reverse, this talks about a relationship that has gone out of balance. Okay, so for some of you, you are experiencing a situation at this point in time where things are out of balance. And then there is like a crisis that could be happening. You might be questioning yourself about this being a connection, or a true connection, or being somebody that you are connected to in a relationship or looked at in a loving way. You might be questioning that now. There could be a shift in the way this person is handling the relationship or handling you, but there is some question here. And again, this typically is about making a love decision. So I feel like collectively the energy that I'm picking up on is really asking yourself, is this the same person that I fell in love with? Okay. You might even be looking at the values, the things that you guys value at this point in time may have changed. You might be in this relationship and feel like you thought that you guys valued the same morals. You guys had the same thoughts about, relationship, all the things that go into life. Maybe this person has changed. Maybe you've changed. And now it's like, who is this person that I'm dealing with at this point in time? There could also be some betrayal and dishonesty. So I feel like if you're not suspecting that there's something that's not right, there is something that you already know about. Maybe there was some dishonesty or some unfaithfulness, and that's what has you questioning, like, the person that I started out with would have never have been capable of doing this. But this is just like really looking at this person, situation, relationship, looking at it from a different perspective, and it's causing a lot of chaos. Now, I do feel like there is some dishonesty or some disruption in the relationship that has happened, because right alongside of it, you do see the Three of Swords, okay? But the Three of Swords is in reverse, okay? So it typically means the same thing as if, it would in the upright. This is heartbreak, this is loss, this is, feeling some sort of betrayal. But with this is talking again about a lot of quarrels and dramas. There is something here that has a confusion, a pain, that goes right to the heart. But it's like needing to vent about a situation that you no longer want to hold in. So I do feel like whatever this situation is, whatever this drama or chaos is going on between you and a particular person, it's like really desiring to let this out. Maybe you haven't been comfortable enough, or sure enough, because like I said, for some of you, I get the vibe that you may have suspected that something was going on because this person, that you're dealing with has changed. And maybe you haven't felt comfortable to really pull them on their shit and say, hey, I feel like this is what's going on, or even question them, is there something going on here? But I do feel like for you guys, it's really about to come to a head. Okay. I feel like you can't hold it in any longer. And something is definitely about to be revealed. Now, the Two of Cups, again, in reverse. The Two of Cups almost is like the same type of situation with your Lover's card. This Two of Cups in the upright talks about having a really strong connection, a really united union with someone that you feel very united with, someone that you feel like mirrors all of the things that you think about when it comes to life. It's like this person could be soulmate. So we see twin flame, we see soulmate. And so this is like a really serious, close connection. But again, with this being in reverse, there is a lot of relationship stress. This is what this talks about in reverse. Now, there could be the fact that because of all these things are going on, we already know that there's a lot of drama and a lot of chaos. It does, again, in reverse, speak about relying on your own intuition. There might be a secret that you don't know. And like I said, this could be a hunch that you have. And this speaks about the secret possibly being infidelity. So for a lot of you, it's getting rather dark here. Let me turn this on. I didn't have it on because the sun was shining really bright, but now it's going up and down. So I'm going to turn that on. What I'm seeing here, Cancer, is someone here is either being unfaithful or being suspected of being unfaithful, okay? And this is causing a lot of doubt surfacing to the level of like really needing to get this resolved. I think this is something that you've been holding on to. You've been watching this person change or morph into someone else. Maybe you're starting to see that this person is taking a little extra step to, change the way they dress, or, their cologne or perfume is different. Maybe they're wanting to be out with friends and family more. Something has changed here with their attitude, the way that they're handling you, the relationship, or even how they are wanting to be perceived in the outside world. But it does say here, from what I'm seeing so far, that there could be a secret. There could be something that you don't know. It could be pertaining to infidelity. Doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be. But again, this also speaks about it needing to be time to communicate what you're feeling, Cancer. Okay, so there's definitely something that you're feeling. And there could be just a lack of understanding. Maybe there is something that you feel is going on, but really isn't. So let's just get some clarity here. All right, so let's get some clarity here. Please ignore the traffic sounds behind me. All right, so let's see. Why is the Lovers in reverse? Okay. Yeah, this talks about working on something with someone, and so I feel like you feel like you guys are not working on this relationship together, okay? This is what you're questioning. All right, and further clarifying the Three of Swords, you have the Tower, okay? Yeah, there's definitely something going to come to head here. This is unexpected change, or it could be finding out something unexpected that really, really shocks you, okay? And right alongside of that is the Nine of Pentacles. So, this is someone giving out, being the benefactor, the one that's always there to give. This could also talk about, being comfortable, and feeling prosperous. So I feel like this feeling, the Three of Swords in reverse, this feeling of, you know, chaos, there's something going on. There definitely is a moment that, if it hasn't all happened already, something that comes out, something does get exposed, something that you're shocked about. And I feel like this is something, yeah, that no longer makes you feel comfortable. Okay, this is something that's very uncomfortable. And again, I mean, if you look at this here, you know, this is not a comfortable place here. So it's like disrupting what you thought was a comfortable, prosperous relationship. Okay, so something does come in to disrupt that. All right, so let's clarify the Two of Swords here. Why is the Two of Swords here? Please, Spirit. Or Two of Cups, rather. The Two of Cups. Please. Okay, strength. Yep. All right, so this is going to take a lot of strength to have this conversation. Okay, so there is a needed conversation about how you're feeling or about what you're suspecting, or if something has already come out or does come out and is exposed. You know, this is going to be a situation, from what I'm seeing, that's going to take a lot of strength here. Okay. Now, the outside energy or the outside influence that I'm seeing here is this individual either feels or felt like they were out in the cold. Okay, so what I'm hearing here is, for some of you, maybe this isn't a full-fledged, you know, intimate infidelity situation. This might have been a situation where they felt like, you know, you really weren't giving them a lot of time and attention. Not to say that this is, you know, the right way to go about it, but maybe they have been spending some time with someone that is willing to give them the time and attention. Because what I'm seeing here is, it's like they feel like they've been left out in the cold. Okay. Now, this could also be that for those of you that this has already, you know, been exposed, it's already come to head. Maybe you know, are just like, no, maybe you've just completed that cycle with this relationship and they feel rejected. They feel left out in the cold because, you know, you definitely have left them due to this Tower moment. We'll go ahead and clarify that. But right alongside of that is the Judgment card. Okay, so they feel like they've been judged. I think, you know, based on whatever the situation is. And again, this could be you that is holding a secret, or there's something to do with infidelity on your part. But for most of you, I feel like the other person that you're dealing with, you're suspecting that they are being unfaithful or doing something different, or there's something that they're hiding here. And, you know, because you are starting to look at them with squinted eyes, or if it did come out, or you're questioning in any type of way, you know, they are feeling judged. You know, it's just like, you know, like I said, this conversation needs to take place. So once it takes place, you know, there does need to be something that comes out in the forefront. I mean, we've got to be honest. We've got to, you know, assess some things, because, you know, with the Judgment card, this also talks about really assessing yourself, a situation, a particular relationship, and this is letting go of the past. So with these two together, I feel like this person either feels like, if you find out about this, or if they feel like, you know, you're the individual that is stepping out, or, you know, if you're the one that is holding something back, either way, this particular person, if they're the ones that is switching up and doing something, and it comes to light on them, they feel like they're going to be left out in the cold. Or if you already left them out in the cold, they feel like, you know, you've really assessed the situation and you're letting go. You're like, you know what, you know, this is over. This is too much. But with the Sun card here is, you know, they really know that you make them happy. Okay. So even in the midst of all of this, you know, I feel like they know that you were the person that ultimately made them happy. I just feel like there was a disconnect or something that happened that caused this individual to step out or to switch up. Something definitely switched up the game here, and we'll go ahead and look at that. But also with the Sun card, I do feel like they're hoping that this relationship can grow and can mend from this, because they still look at you as the person that can make them happy. Okay, so let's go ahead. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Let's just go ahead and further clarify. Wow, exactly. I can't make this shit up, people. So we have the Complete Endings card and the Happy card here, okay? So yeah, they're feeling left out in the cold because, Cancer, you are the one that truly makes them happy and fulfills them. But, due to the circumstances, they know that this is ended or is going to end based on this Tower moment, okay? And yeah, what I'm seeing here is, with you with the Four of Cups, it's like at this point, the way that you're handling this person in this situation, it's like, for some of you, you've been through so much already. So for this to have happened, it's like you're totally jaded towards relationships, period, let alone this particular relationship. This is like, it's almost like you've just gotten cold from this. Usually this typically talks about being bored, but in this particular case, or there being a stalemate, I think that because of this Tower moment and because of the way that things went down and the way that things got switched up, this person no longer has the capacity at this point in time. It's like being numb. This person, which would be you, and again, however this resonates for you, either you're numb at this point in time because of the Tower moment, or you're just done. You're just over it. You're just like, you know what? I just don't got anything left to give here. You may also be questioning, again, because we saw the questioning here in the beginning of the reading. The Four of Cups, sometimes does question, will I ever find the person that's intended to be for me and me only, because of all of the other things that you've been through in your past. So you might even be, having that type of, I thought that this was the one. It definitely didn't work out. I just really don't feel like I'm ever going to find this person that wants to be with me and me only, or can give me, what I need or want in a relationship. Let's get some more clarification here. Yep, on defense. Yep, this is being on defense. So you dealing with this person now after this has happened, yeah, you're on total defense here, okay? So that's what I see here. And then as the outcome, the Six of Pentacles, I feel like this is like, giving back to yourself. This is like, what, I'm going to do, what I need to do for myself. I'm going to give and, give to those people that are deserving, and that's what I see here. But let's go ahead and clarify the Six of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? What does it signify for Cancer pertaining to the outcome? And again, just remember, it does not have to be the case for every single Cancer out there before anybody starts going off and, looking for things. This is you. If this resonates, you'll know. Okay. And again, like I said, this could be vice versa. This could be, you feeling this way, like you need to, change some things up, and maybe you're interested in somebody else, and maybe you feel like you're not getting the attention that you need, and you've been, possibly seeking some, attention from somebody else. So, and again, it doesn't have to be that there's been an intimate infidelity here. This could just be some type of flirting or talking, or, maybe even talking to somebody of, someone on the outside about this particular relationship, or maybe that's what they're doing, so just take a look at that. Yeah, with the Six of Pentacles, it's like, I see here just wanting to take some serious action towards a new beginning and towards being happy and fulfilled. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing here. I feel like some of you are just really disconnecting from this situation at this point in time. Some of you are just over it here. So let's get some advice from the romance angels. Let's see